What's going on, everyone? Hopefully you had a really good long weekend, Labor Day weekend. And yes, I am wearing a hat today to cover up my bad hair. And you know what they say, you cannot trade well and make Lamborghini money if you are not having a good hair day. This is a fact, kids. Over the weekend, I met up with my friend whom you might have seen in my past April Fool's videos as Melon Capital. And I had the pleasure of being a guest on his podcast, The Average Asian Boys. So if you guys are interested, feel free to check it out. We talked about all sorts of topics. My immigration story, where I got started day trading, what my former career is like, and why I quit my career to go into day trading full time eventually. So lots of really fun stuff there. It's really lighthearted. So if you want to laugh, feel free to check them out. I'll put a link in the description below. Okay, so let's talk about my trades right now. The first one was Lucid Motors, LCID. This is one that I've been like stalking for a while. When the stock tanked all the way back to from 20s down to $16 after the pipe expired last week. And today, I'm looking for the short areas around $20. You can see the stock gapped up to $20 pre-market, but since then just kind of faded off into the open. So at the open, I was waiting for a push to 20s or even higher. Pre-market high is $20.20, and the stock there wasn't a lot of volume. It kind of pulled with the rest of the market, and it was having, you can see on the chart here, first red day. So I did short here around 1950s. I was waiting for a pop, but just never got there. So I shorted here 1950s. I re-added down here around 1930s over here. I did recover some to take off some partial size, but I did add back in once the stock is breaking below this 1940s area, especially after it rejected VWAP multiple times. So that's often my confirmation to add into my short position. So I added back into it 1930s and added some more, and around here is where I got all out. Even though it did go to 1901, that whip kind of happened way too fast, so I didn't get filled at the very bottom. $19 was the first price target, and I was thinking it can actually sell off even more to like 1860s or 1850s, but we didn't quite get that. So that's why I got out of all my position here, 1917s. Turned out to be just a little winner, but it's not terrible for a slower day like today. Next stock I traded is AMC on both the long side and the short side, and then the long side. So AMC, you can see on the daily chart, we're forming this huge trend up, higher lows on the daily. We have top line resistance around this $48, $49 area, which you can see right here, right? The last couple of days, it had so much trouble breaking through the $48 area, the resistance. That was near the highs today. The high of the day was 47.80s. And this is probably last Wednesday or so. The highs was 47.80s, and over here you can see this two daily charts double topped around the 48.20s. And all the way back here, you have some resistance around the 48s, closer to $49 area. So that's still going to hold up for at least today. Maybe we'll break above that tomorrow, but you're not going to get the huge rally that I know a lot of people are looking for until we can break above the $48, $49 area. Hopefully we get that one day sometime this week will be nice. If we break above this top line resistance, then we have room to push all the way to $52s or even $55. So that would be great if that happens sometime soon, hopefully. But we have been rejected for at least today so far near the highs. So let's talk about my trades today. So I got long here around the 45.80s. And then added into it at $46. Once that 46 breaks out, I know it has upside to potentially $48. It's never gonna hit exactly to the cent. You can see it went as high as 47.80s, which all the front side here from 46 all the way up here to like this little entry here, 47.30s. All of this was the little longs over here. So all of this is longs. And once up here around the double top 47.80s, knowing that there's resistance at $48, That's why I scaled in short. I shorted it here, 47.80s, covered into a flush move and recovered some. So I have a small size left. I wanted to see if it's gonna retest the high of the days, 47.80s, and reshort it. Didn't happen. So I have a very, very small size left on the AMC short. Covered into the flush move here, 46.60s right here. And over here, down here around the 46.20s is where I got long. And that's the thing I love about AMC. It creates a lot of big range. So it really doesn't matter whether you're long bias or short bias. There's opportunities to make money. So I got long here, the 46.30s, and added some more 46.40s, re-added here, and I sold into the push here. I did have a remaining shares left, and I got out remaining break even at 46.20s. And I did go back in and try another scalp long here. That's the thing with AMC, it bounces. It gives like really good like $1, $2 bounces. But I was out of the long around 46.10s. At that point, around like 11:30, the market was pulling a little bit. So that's why we tanked all the way back to 45.40s, and that's why I was so quick to sell around 46.10s. Didn't think it was gonna go back all the way to 47 this quick. But I'm really happy about this trade, and I traded many trades on this stock, long, short, and then long. But I think the bigger move would still be if the stock can break above the $48, and then we get that push to 50s, 52, and maybe even 55 or $60. We'll see. The next stock I traded is CLOV. This is a stock I had lost money on the long side back then around, I forgot which day was it. Maybe around here, back in the end of June. So I just remember the way it trades. It feels like, always feels like a little pump and dump. Might not be true, but I know it's one of the stocks that people are always like hyping about on social media. But knowing how it trades, I see that, you know, it's been downtrending, approaching resistance around $10. That's why I shorted it here around the $10 area. I got in small starter around 9.80s, and I see that $10 reject added into the shorts, 9.96, and even added here 9.90s. Covered small and re-added here, down here, covered rest of it. I was looking for this flush down here, and when it didn't happen, after I guess stopped out at near the high of the day over here, and only after seeing that it formed lower highs, and I got in short. All of these trades are on the short side. When it comes to these meme stocks, the only one I like to go long is pretty much just GameStop and AMC. I don't like to trade stocks like CLOV or WISH on the long side, because most often than not, okay, today it's not a good example, but most often than not, a lot of times they gap up and just sell off. So that's the reason I stayed in short on CLOV. I got out of my shorts up here, and after seeing that this thing rejected the prior highs of 9.90s and couldn't even retest $10, that's why I got in on the short side again. Here, re-hit it around 9.80s average, and I added down here 9.70s and gave us a nice flush down to 9.70s, and my best cover was 9.56s down here. Nice little trade. I had a final small runner left, and that thing got stopped out here at 9.60s. And it was a good stop because, you know, after this thing reclaimed VWAP, it just went all the way to back to highs, 10s, and now 10.20. So I'm actually really happy about my covers. Did not outstay my welcome, did not get too greedy, and usually when I revisit a stock, you know, on the same side, short side, once or twice, I like to kind of stay away from it. So that's the reason I didn't re-enter the stock at $10. I just like to take the meat of the move and see if it's going to $11 or $12, then we may get another opportunity on the short side. The last trade I did was this stock, RKLB. I actually wasn't too sure why it's being pumped up, but I know it was being talked about on social media. So I need more time to do the due diligence. So for me, when I'm trading these stocks that I don't feel as prepared about, it just turns out to be like little scalp trades with a lot smaller size. So when the trade is a scalp, whether it's long or short, you know, I definitely wouldn't go full size on it. So that's just my take on the little scalp trades. So I shorted the stock at 15.10s and it tanked to 1440s. So that was one trade, and I re-hit it around 1416s and added 1490s, and I just got out here, and which is good because the stock later reclaimed. Look at this volume coming after about 10 o'clock, reclaiming VWAP, and we just kind of popped all the way to new highs, 1590s and $16 high of the day, and now we're just kind of fading. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with this stock, but I know it was being talked about on social media. So if you guys have an opinion on the stock, feel free to let me know and help me understand it better, because there might be another trade on this stock, RKLB, tomorrow. So I'll definitely keep this on watch, and obviously I'll do my own research after the close today as well. So we had a pretty good start to the week after a long weekend. Hopefully you took advantage of some of the trading setups in the market today. Again, if you want to check out my guest appearance on my friend's podcast, Average Asian Boys, you can check out the link in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the bad jokes. If you want to see more day trading content, make sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more. If you'd like to trade with me daily and get my free weekend watch list and trading journal, make sure to check out the links below for more resources. Stay green, stay positive, and I'll see you guys next time.